Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your Network Director OSU with your MBL Network weekly update for the week of September 4th. Apologies on the delay on the video, but you can check out this video every Monday right here on the network. It'll be coming out to give you the upcoming schedule for the MBL Network. All of our podcasts, all of our MBL live games, you can find out the schedule right here. Let's look at that schedule right now without further ado. And of course, if you missed it, we'll go over to the network and check out the Building the Franchise Detroit Lions Special Edition. It just came out yesterday, late last night. And this was an interesting episode. Bomber put this one out because a major injury happened. Golden Great, as he would say, going down with an injury. You can check out that Building the Franchise and find out Bomber's thoughts on what happened, where he goes from here, and you can get in on the action. Leave a comment on the video where you think he should go with this huge injury. Golden Tate, a big part of that Detroit Lions offense. Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Again, folks, all of our NBL live games starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. Wednesday night, we got a great matchup between the Jaguars and the Ravens. Jaguars owner unisolated the former owner of the New England Patriots, looking to prove something with a new team in Jacksonville, a very young and talented team. And on the flip side, you got Hound and the Baltimore Ravens. He was the Ravens last Madden. You got the Ravens this Madden. And this Baltimore Ravens team is very familiar with, and we'll see which team can really start out strong, looking to improve on where they were last season. And it's a new cycle. It's a new opportunity to make a name for yourself here in the MBL. And then the next night, Thursday night, 7 o'clock Eastern time, MBL Live. This will be Week 4 action. The Los Angeles Rams and the Indianapolis Colts. Rams owner Serpent, who is the owner of the Atlanta Falcons in Season 25. The NFC South champion Atlanta Falcons looking to win an NFC West title in Los Angeles. He'll be facing off against new owner Tout, just up from the grid, looking to prove himself here in the MBL. And what better way to do that than with a big win on MBL Live. And then on Friday night, of course, folks, if you checked out our schedule, we released it on the Week 1 action here on MBL Live. We let you know that on Fridays is going to be our podcast. We're going to release all of our podcasts on Friday nights. And this week it's MBL Blitz, the MBL Blitz podcast with TFA and Chunky. And they've got some great topics to talk about. Of course, they'll be talking about Chad Kelly in Denver, Mr. Irrelevant. He started on MBL Live Week 1 and wasn't a great outing for the youngster, but first time on the big lights, a tough outing for Chad Kelly. We'll see where the Broncos go from there. And of course, the one I'm most interested in, last night, if you didn't get a chance to hear, the Seattle Seahawks played a game against the Tennessee Titans, and the Seahawks lost both quarterbacks. They had 2 quarterbacks on the roster, both going down with long-term injuries. So for the second half, they had a kicker starting at quarterback. We'll see where the Seahawks go from here to solve their quarterback issue as they try to stay in the hunt for the NFC West. And then on Saturday, let's not forget about the weekly Building the Franchise Detroit Lions. This is the regular episode the Lions put out. Bomber puts out every Saturday. It'd just be a recap of what happened in the week that was, the games that occurred over the past week, and some of the interesting storylines that Bomber sees and where they go forward with their upcoming schedule. That comes out every Saturday, Building the Franchise Detroit Lions. Another one that's not on here, we will have an episode of Building the Franchise Jacksonville Jaguars. You'll see that team on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. That'll be coming out at the end of this week, possibly early next week, so stay tuned to the network. We'll let you know when that comes out. Again, folks, we appreciate everybody who tunes in on the network. Hit that subscribe button so you know that every time that we're live, and head over to our Twitter at Bomber League so you can be notified of all of the news and notes from around the MBL. We appreciate everybody tuning in to this week's weekly update. I'll see you next Monday, and we'll see you throughout all of our shows right here on the MBL Network.